Hey everyone, my name is Jake. I'm the founder here at Virtual Arts, and I'd like to welcome you to our finals live stream. This is our most ambitious project of the year, so if there are any technical difficulties, please just check the social platforms and bear with us. We'll make sure that we get the stream back online. We had over 2,200 donors from 11 countries in all 50 states to make this project happen. And we've raised thousands of dollars for drum corps scholarships that we'll be giving away as soon as it's safe to have a marching season again. As soon as we're able to do so, we're going to open up applications for these scholarships, so be sure to follow us on the social platforms if you'd like to one day march drum corps and need help paying your tuition. I would like to first thank all of our corporate donors and corporate sponsors. You can see them here. They're on the screen. Brian has put them on the screen. And a reminder that as soon as the stream ends, you'll be able to go ahead and sign up for Virtual Marching Band over on our website. Don't go over there yet, but as soon as the stream ends, you'll be able to go over to our website and sign up for the fall. If you're curious about how it works, you're able to sign up today. You'll immediately get audition music and be able to submit your video. You'll get a part assignment at that point, and you'll be able to participate in the next video, which we'll release sometime in December. If you're curious about how we got started, here's a quick conversation with some of the founders on how we got this thing off the ground.
So I'm here with the other kind of initial members of this crazy endeavor that we tried to do over the summer, and hopefully are successfully finishing up today. So Chris, do you happen to remember the first interaction, the first time that I brought this wild idea to you?
I remember a decent bit of it. So it was around March. WGI had been canceled. It was pretty fresh on our minds, about a week. And I get a call from you, Jake. I assumed it was stuff about Equinox. And you said, hey, it usually is. And you said, hey, I have this crazy idea and it might not work. I said, all right, let's hear what it is. And you brought this idea of how could we do a virtual drum corps? And we started talking about, do we make it like Eric Whitaker's virtual choir? Who do we get involved? This, that, and the other. And you said, get me a budget and get me a number. And I spent about, 20 minutes giving you, we'd need about $25,000 to get world-class designers, to get production crew, to get everything in place and have scholarship money. We need about 25 grand. And we looked at each other and we said, a lot of money, probably put it at a 3% chance it'll actually work. Yeah. And we were like, and my thought was, well, worst case scenario, 700 people donate, that's $7,000. That's a sizable scholarship. We go to Indianapolis and give it to someone, that's a fun trip. And within that, first week when we saw it take off and the weeks after getting closer and closer to 20,000, it was like, oh my gosh, this is actually gonna happen. Now we gotta put in some real legwork and really make this happen. And once we broke that and just kept growing, it was so exciting. It was especially initially thinking, there's no way that that this would take off to the degree that it did.
Yeah, very thankful. Brian, do you remember the first time I called you? I feel like you were slightly even more skeptical than Chris, probably rightly so. But do you remember what I said or what you said? I don't even remember the conversation.
Well, you and I have been good friends for about 3 years, met teaching at Colts, and I can count probably on one hand, even though we're good friends, we usually communicate via text and social media and, not on the phone like most people these days. And I can count on one hand the number of times you've called me about something not drum corps. One time was to have me design with one of your groups. The second time was to be a part of the Superb Owl musical ensemble thing. And this time, so like a call comes in from Jake Lyons, like, well, I got to answer this. It's probably something important.
I had set the bar too high by the last time saying, do you want to be in the Super Bowl drum line? And this time it's like, I can't follow up. I'm sorry. Whatever I have to pitch, it's not that, and it's not going to be that good.
Well, the way it's panned out has been pretty awesome. So I would say, regardless of where the bar is set, you're right. You approached me and I was like, yeah, this sounds cool. Let me think on it and, talk to the right people, see who else would want to get involved. Because the initial conversation was potentially me designing a whole music package. And this was when in the all things canceled COVID era. And I was still had a lot of things on my plate. In hindsight, I maybe could have, but the way it's turned out with getting the other guys, getting Mike Miller, Ben Piles, Andy Filipiak, Heather Graham, and and David and Marcus on the video side of things, and Rosa doing the audio engineering. I mean, it's just been the team of people we've assembled has been pretty fantastic, and it's something that wouldn't have happened had you guys not had this idea to say, hey, this might fail, but let's give it a shot. And I feel like we've more than delivered on what we set out to. I mean, beyond, I think, what we would have expected it to be, for sure.
I'd like to thank Drill Masters for generously donating to our scholarship fund. They make the best marching shoes in the world, and they're also very supportive of the marching arts. Thank you so much, John, and your team for making this happen for us. They've put together a short video for us in conjunction with System Blue. Here it is.
Hey, Dr. Cleveland, how's it going?
It's going well. How about you, Jake?
Really well, all things considered. It's been a crazy few months, but overall very thankful for what we've been able to do and just, been able to survive and keep going and trying to do what we can. So obviously you're the founder and owner of Marching Health. What exactly do you guys do?
Yeah, our goal is to provide health and wellness education and performance training for the marching arts, and to help young people and staff and directors understand the athletic demands that their members are going through. If you've been around the drum corps activity the past few years, you know the ridiculous amount of work that these students are doing, and that it's nonstop. And there's so many factors that go into their performance from a physical perspective and a health perspective that we want to make sure they have the best information to be able to perform at the highest level. So we go and we do clinics with marching bands, drum corps, and WGI groups all over the country. We make sure that they have the best injury prevention workouts for them and marching specific performance workouts, and we tackle all the big health topics like sleep, nutrition, hydration, heat tolerance, proper shoe wear, and anything you can think of, we try to make sure we hit. One of the big things we've been exploring now is working with the sports psychologist and talking about the mental health side of things and the mental.
Yeah, that's a big deal these days. It really kind of brought to light. I mean, it's been a problem for forever, but I think we're just kind of now coming around to realizing it and kind of recognizing it as part of the whole health package. What does a clinic look like? So say a band's like, yes, we want to kind of take this more seriously. We want to make sure, the health and wellness and athletic training, all that is kind of taken up a notch for our band. We bring in Dr. Cleveland or someone from his team. What then happens? What's that day look like typically?
That's a great question. We have a couple of different packages that we typically do. And in an ideal year, it's in person. And we usually spend at least half of the day with the band. Half of that time, so about 2 hours of that time, is devoted specifically to training the leadership team how to run our workouts and health and wellness programming, because I was really poured into as a high school student section leader, and that made a huge difference in my life trajectory. So my goal is using health and wellness and using music to be able to give that back to the student leaders all over the country and make sure that they have something tangible every day when they show up to rehearsal.
You mentioned that, obviously these are designed to be in-person clinics. How did you guys adapt? Because I'm sure you had about a week to figure out how your summer was going to be different based on quarantine and the other safety measures that have to put in place. How have you guys kind of changed your model temporarily, I'm sure, to make it work for the summer?
Actually, we started this last year where we would do virtual clinics to help bands cut costs. So bands that knew they wanted to do something for their students and knew that we had the right system that fit what their need was, we did virtual clinics if they couldn't get us out time-wise or couldn't get us out budget-wise with the cost of travel.
That's awesome. Well, if people wanted to jump on and be a part of this, and they wanted to kind of take their physical performance to the next level, where can they find you over at Marching Health? How can they get involved? How can they get started?
We're on all the major social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok nowadays. You can shoot me.
We have not gotten that far. We are not on TikTok yet.
You can shoot me an email as well, or jump into the contact section of our website. It's Elliot, ELLIOT, at marchinghealth.com.
All this stuff on the screen too. We're gonna put text. It's here, or it's here. It's somewhere.
The fastest way is probably to just DM us on social media, and then we'll take that conversation from there.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Cleveland, thank you so much. Love what you're doing. Very appreciative for your work in the marching activity. And are you going to stick around and watch the show?
Absolutely.
All right. Over there. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks.
As a reminder, after the show ends, we'll be uploading just the show itself as a separate YouTube video on this channel, so you can be able to check it out as many times as you want. It's all copyright-free music, and you can stream it, download it for free. It'll be available for forever, so as many times as you want to go watch it, you can. You don't have to go back through this whole stream to see the video again. I'd like to take a moment and thank Innovative Percussion. They make the best drum implements in the world. They put together a video for us to thank everyone who is involved in the project.
Hey guys, what is going on? Henry Go here at Innovative Percussion at our headquarters in Nashville, Tennessee. We hope all of you have been staying safe and healthy during these rough times. Everyone at IP is doing well and working hard to make the products that you enjoy using in your daily percussive lives. So a few months ago, we were contacted by some of our favorite people who had a tenacious idea of putting together a virtual drum corps. The hope was an outlet for drum corps members that weren't able to march over this summer to connect virtually and to put together a program to showcase online. After months of planning and hard work, the day is finally here to showcase the organization's program, and we are so excited to see it live and with all of you. We'd also like to thank everybody who donated to the cause of giving these members an opportunity to perform this summer. We're honored to be a part of this momentous occasion, and we're excited to tune in and watch this live performance. Again, this is Henry Go with Innovative Percussion, where implements are crafted by performers for performers. We wish you all the best as we finish off this summer and move into the fall.
I'd like to extend one more thank you to all the donors who made this project possible. We're going to put all their names on screen here. They are scrolling right now. If you'd like to check the full list of names, you can of course head on over to our website, to our donor list. Thank you all so much for making this project real. If you're curious about the member experience, our friend Kyle Suchia actually did a vlog of the entire process, so we're going to show you that right now.
Hi everybody. I hope you're all staying safe and sane and healthy right now. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, I know you're probably just enthralled by my beauty, so I'll give you a second to just kind of take it all in. But for real, if you don't know who I am, my name is Kyle Suchia. I'm a drummer based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I've been primarily involved in the marching world, performing with groups like Minnesota Brass, the Bluecoats, and Broken City. So I decided to be a part of the virtual drum and bugle corps this summer. For those that don't know, the regular drum corps season was canceled, unfortunately, because of the coronavirus. But then emerged this beautiful virtual drum corps project that is making the marching arts still happen this year. I decided to join this for a couple of reasons. The first being, what else am I gonna do right now? And secondly, I just feel very passionate about furthering the activity, keeping the activity moving forward. And the global pandemic we're in kind of threw a wrench in that. I first heard about this endeavor from Elliot Cleveland, who is the marching health guy and also serves on the VDBC team. And I wasn't sure at first. Like, I make videos, okay? So I know how difficult it is to make something like this good when you have hundreds of different videos to compile from different people with different cameras and microphones and varying skill levels. And also, you know, I didn't know who was going to be writing the music. Like, was this going to actually be a quality composition and a quality product? But there are actual quality creators on board with this project. Ben Piles, who writes and works with Mandarins and Monarch, is the battery arranger, and he writes cool stuff. There are actual video editors and sound editors on board to make this thing actually look and sound good. It really became this strong, organized, and powerful movement that I could not be a part of. So I sent in my audition and I made it. Thank you, yes. I was assigned the part of world-class snare drum. I haven't learned any of the music yet, so I should probably get on that. I just spent like maybe a little over an hour here getting the parts comfortable in my hands. The music is really cool. It definitely exceeded my expectations. It is, you know, challenging and it's fun to play. All right, that's it for now. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Well, for you it'll be a couple seconds, but for me it'll be tomorrow when I actually go out and film this thing. So, peace. All right, so I'm about to head out. I have my car loaded up here. So I have quite a bit of stuff with me. I have my drum here. It's a Pearl, it's my skull line drum. I have a stand for the drum. I have my tripod and my camera bag here. And then in here I have my, my black t-shirt that I'm supposed to wear, as well as some sticks. And I have my in-ear monitors that I'm gonna use. And then I have, you know, of course I have some water because it's actually pretty hot outside today, and hydrate or dihydrate. I think we found our spot. All right, so we're all set up here. I got the camera. I have just an entry-level DSLR, a Canon T6i. The instructions were pretty clear as far as like how the framing should be, and I have my settings at, you know, HD 30 frames per second. So everything looks good. It's a kind of non-distracting background. It's just a brick wall. I'm recording just using this pretty cheap Rode Video Micro. It's not the best thing to record drum audio with, but it does all right. I got my music on the stand here, and then here is the drum. And I have my in-ear monitors here to both protect my hearing and allow me to listen to the track. So I'm gonna get going on this. Hopefully I don't have to spend too long out here because it's really hot out right now, which, you know, kind of sucks, but it also kind of feels like drum corps in a way. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. Oh man, all right guys, I think we're good here. I think I got some really good takes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up all my stuff and then go drink some water and spend some time indoors. Whew, it is hot outside. All right, I'm back at the apartment now. I'm all showered up because I did get a little sweaty outside today. And unlike actual drum corps, I did take a shower by myself in my nice shower, as opposed to, you know, taking a communal shower in a gross high school locker room with 50 other dudes. Being a part of virtual drum and bugle corps has been a remarkable experience. Everything was clear and organized from the get-go. And well, at the time of filming this, I obviously haven't seen the full product yet, but I have no doubt that it's going to be amazing. Huge shout out to Jake Lyons and the entire VDBC team for putting in so many hours and putting in so much passion into this project. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram and Twitter yet, please do so as well. Bye, guys.
I'd like to shout out C-Vine for making some custom virtual drum and bugle corps horn line gloves and cymbal gloves. We were able to get those manufactured and sent out to all kinds of people. So thank you so much, C-Vine, for making that happen for us. One of the more unique features of our show was a rap feature by Joseph Noah. We actually got to sit down with him and talk to him about his process and how we were able to integrate that into the marching show. So here's that interview with Joseph Noah.
Hey everybody, I'm here with music producer, performer, marching arts celebrity of sorts, and just all around awesome human being, the one and only Joseph Noah. How you doing today, my friend?
Doing good, Brian. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Just happy that we were able to put this show together for the marching arts community in lieu of not having a DCI or end of WGI season. So
yeah, facts.
I was really glad we got to bring you in on this. You want to talk a little bit about your marching experience and how we ultimately got you involved with VDBC?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm from Powhatan, Virginia. Went to Powhatan High School. Once I graduated, I performed with GMU for 5 years, George Mason University, and Carolina Crown for 3 years. So pretty much how I got brought into this was the 2019 production of GMU. They featured me as a solo artist performing hip hop, rap, R&B, singing, a little bit of poetry. And so that exposed me to the whole WGI, DCI community. And I was able to branch out and meet new people. But one of my friends, Dr. Elliot Cleveland, who works with Marching Health, reached out to me as the coronavirus kind of shut things down. And he said, we're trying to do a virtual drum corps experience. We were wondering if you wanted to be involved. So he got in contact with you, messaged me, and that's all she wrote. Here we are today.
Yeah, here we are. It's been great.
Appreciate that.
Obviously, everybody will get a chance to see the music in context of the show. But do you want to talk a little bit about some of your favorite parts of the show that people to kind of give a little preview of what people are going to be hearing and seeing when we get into the show?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. So there's a whole entire rap portion that is directly in the show. At the end of that is some of my favorite lyrics where I say, I'd rather fail and be denied than to wonder what it's like to try it. And that's pretty much summing up what I felt, throughout my whole entire marching career and kind of how I'm feeling after coronavirus as things kind of branched down and I got a little depressed and now I'm coming back up and, I'd rather keep going for my dreams than for somebody to tell me I can't do that anymore. For everybody to just put it on hold and say, you're done with it. So that's pretty much the whole basis of my lyrics and that, and even the song that follows afterwards. That, there's going to be better days again to get back to what we had, but I'm still going to go after it. I'm going to fight for it.
Absolutely. It's just powerful stuff, and I can't wait for people to hear it. So there's an entire portion that's in the show, and then when the end credits roll, there's actually going to be a brand new track, never heard before, Joseph Noah single. So make sure when the show ends, you guys stick around to check that out. It's going to be awesome. Do you want to tell everybody where they can find you on the interwebs?
Yeah, you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever your streaming platform is. Just search in Joseph Noah. You'll find all my music there. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at the Joseph Noah, and you can find me on Facebook as well under Joseph Noah and on YouTube.
Awesome. All right, Sam. So yeah, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to chat with me for a little bit, and thanks for all your talents. Can't wait for people to hear and see it.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thanks for having me on board.
Thank you.
I'd like to shout out Pearl Drums for sponsoring a bunch of clinics for our members this summer. We had phenomenal clinicians. We had Julie Davila, Joe Hobbs, Dan Shack, and Matt Jordan all spend hours with our membership talking about everything from the judging process to how to build a culture to some design secrets. It was amazing to have you guys on, so thank you so much to Pearl Drums.
Hey everybody, we're here with Kevin Geis from Pearl Adams. I'm Brian Harmson, and along with me is Andy Filipiak, our front ensemble arranger extraordinaire here at the Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps. And we just wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about why we chose to partner with Pearl Adams, and Andy and I just wanted to kind of share a little bit of our own personal experiences of why, when we're having to make the choice of choosing an instrument manufacturer and choosing one to partner with, why we did choose Pearl Adams. So Andy, I don't know if you want to speak a little bit about your experience with it.
Absolutely. My first interaction with Pearl Adams equipment was in 2012, my AJAT season with Rhythm X, and it was the group's first year on the equipment. And when those boxes arrived, I was ecstatic and could not wait to open up the boxes, set up my marimba, and just get playing on it, because I had been listening to other groups play on those keyboards for so long and had always adored the sound of them. And getting to play on it, I knew that if I ever got the opportunity to choose what instruments a group I was working with were going to play on, I would choose Pearl Adams in a heartbeat. I was sold from the first chord I played on that marimba to the last note I played on at finals night. And when I got the opportunity to take over as the front ensemble coordinator and arranger at Monarch Independent, that was one of the first things I talked to our administration about, was how can we get on the Pearl Adams equipment. And when we made that happen a couple years ago, same experience, just that hearing the group play on those keyboards the first day we set them up it's a game changer. We've never sounded better, and there's no way we could sound better. It's the best instruments I've ever been around. It's a joy to write for them. And the way that Pearl and Adams have helped support us through our first endeavor as a virtual ensemble has been incredible. So thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my first experience with Pearl goes back a little bit farther. I was a sophomore in high school, and that just happened to be the drums we played. But that was my first experience with drums. So like anything else I played on or was taught on, or anything after the fact wasn't up to the same standard for me as Pearl. And I think the biggest testament is with, different groups sometimes try different drums. And I've always found that when the sound of pretty much any ensemble, if they played on any different brands, I've always liked the Pearl sound better. I mean, across the Pearl Adams sound better, just in general. So that's why for me personally, I was always choosing, if I had the choice of what instruments the groups I was teaching were going to play on, and had a say in it even before I was an artist. I mean, this is decades of experience before I reached out and was approached by you guys at Pearl to join the team. I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer for me, regardless of endorsement or any of those sort of things. So I just want to, thank you for having, brought us on board and provide us all the support you've given us through this first season.
Absolutely. I mean, we're very excited to be partnered with Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps, and we're excited to see the final production.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
As a reminder, we'll be opening up scholarship applications soon. So if you'd like to march drum corps and you need a little help with your tuition, follow us on the social accounts, keep an eye on the website for that application. I'd like to personally thank King Rifles and Sabers for sending out some of the best equipment for our guard to use. They make the absolute best sabers and rifles in the world, and we are so excited to have a partnership with them.
I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to Scott King and King Sabers for providing rifles and sabers for our members to spin. The standard, design, and quality is truly unmatched in the business, and you want to spin King today. Make sure you stay up to date on their website and their Instagram. There will be some new exciting things coming. Tricks and tutorials, all-inclusive colored gloves, and some new exciting things with rifle. You can even ask for the specific weight of your gun, and if you like light rifles like me, it is a great opportunity to make sure you get the rifle that you want so you can spin it until it breaks, which it won't because it is made of great quality. Thank you so much, Scott, and thank you for making our virtual dreams come true and making us part of the King family. Make sure you check that out and become part of the King family as well. Thank you.
I'd like to extend a thank you to Viz Audio. The design of the show was headed up by Viz Audio's creative team, and they did an amazing job writing custom music that can be shared all over. I'd like to take a moment and introduce our design team, the masterminds behind the creative process. You get to hear a little bit from them. We have some clips from them I'd like to share with you.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Mike Miller, and it was my pleasure to be the brass arranger for the Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps. The part of this project that I enjoyed the most was the challenge of putting the score together. You know, we had professional musicians, and we also had collegiate and high school and middle school musicians, some of whom had marching horns, other people had concert horns, some people even had G bugles. So how do we take all of these abilities and all these different instruments and put them together to create a show? And I'm really excited by what we were able to do, and I'm excited for you to see the product that resulted from the process.
I think one of the coolest things was just getting a glimpse into everyone's personal life. You know, when we're on the road, when we're on tour, we all kind of share kind of this group life where we get on the bus, we go to the gym, we go to the field, we practice, yada, yada, yada. But to kind of get a glimpse into, hey, you know, this is where I practice for this. This is where I spend all those hours preparing for drum corps. There's something really special about that, man.
What's up, everyone? I'm Andy Filipiak, the front ensemble arranger for Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps. And my favorite part of this season was getting to see the members establish a sense of community with each other. Very early on in the process, members were offering practice tips, recording advice for putting the videos together, or even just simple words of encouragement to one another to help them continue to push through the entire season. It was really awesome to be a small part of a project that really helped bring people together this way. If you're a fan of Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps or the marching arts in general, then please sign up for Virtual Marching Band, coming soon.
Hey, I'm David. I'm the visual effects supervisor for We. I had a great time working on this show with people all across the world, great staff, and if there's one thing you take away from it, I hope that it feels a bit true to form of a real show, like you can't see it all on the first run through. It's a lot, and you gotta see it a few times just to kind of get a feel for everything, so hope you enjoy.
My favorite part about this was really just getting to engage with a lot of members and performers that, you know, I likely wasn't going to have the opportunity to engage with, and that alone has been enough to make this a rewarding experience, hopefully for the performers as well. And I think what made this a really unique experience was the scale, similar to a lot of our other sections. We've had hundreds of submissions going through all the video auditions, as well as, you know, putting this thing together and blending some of the top players from our activity that would have marched this season or have marched before, and also incorporating all the way down to, you know, some beginner percussionists, some non-drum corps performers as well, just kind of looking to get that type of experience. So the challenge was for us as the design team, and specifically for the batteries, to blend those pieces together to make it one cohesive project. And I think, you know, we're pretty excited how it came together, but I think you're going to be pretty impressed with the wide range of abilities and how they pulled this off. Performers did a great job preparing the material in a short amount of time, and our post-production team just knocked it out of the park. So really excited to share this performance with you. Hopefully it was just as rewarding for the performers and the audience as it was for myself, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future. Thanks.
Hello, and thank you so much for watching this evening. My name is Heather Graham, and I'm in charge of the color guard here at Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps. I want to give a huge shout out to the color guard for putting so much time, effort, and determination into making this project happen. I am so thankful that I've gotten to meet every single one of you and gotten to work with so many people that if I was at Drum Corps in the summer, I would not be able to ever interact with. So thank you so much for trusting us and becoming a part of this project. I want to thank the design team for writing incredible music, and that has certainly been my favorite part, getting the opportunity to write for open and world-class kids and seeing them being able to stay active, stay positive, and stay involved. This is truly a family, and through these uncertain times, it is important that we don't forget why we love this activity so much and what we can do for one another to make each other feel like we are still doing something together. I hope you can join us for a virtual marching band. Whether you've been spinning for months or many, many years, there certainly will be something for you, and I hope I get to meet you and spend a little bit of time with you. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying active. Thank you for loving this activity.
This was probably one of the most unique projects I've ever worked on since I became involved with the marching arts. From the incredible diversity of our membership, which came from all over the world, to the challenges we faced throughout the process, I know that everyone will come away from this having grown not only within their respective roles as the ensemble, but hopefully as people as well. And our Drum Corps family has grown a little bit larger. I just want to say thank you to everyone involved, membership, staff, admin, from the top to the bottom. It's been awesome. And I hope you all enjoy the show. Thank you.
Our next corporate sponsor, I am so excited to introduce. Stanberry Uniforms was actually able to design a custom drum major uniform for our head drum major and ship it out, manufacture it, and you'll actually get to see that in the show. So huge shout out to Stanberry Uniforms. We have a little clip from them that we'd like to share. Obviously, thousands of hours and hundreds of takes went into every single video, but what you did not get to see is all the mistakes and bloopers and mess-ups that came before the final product. So, we've actually put together a quick blooper reel so you can see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that happened before the show. like to watch the show again, it'll be a standalone video on this YouTube channel. It should be up right after the stream. So make sure you subscribe down below so you know when that comes out. Feel free to watch it as many times as you want. It's free. If you'd like, you can go sign up for Virtual Marching Band right now and be part of our next big video, which will drop in December. Details are over on our website. Brian has put the link somewhere on the screen here for you to go click and go. And if you made it this far in the stream, we would really appreciate it if you click the like button. It actually lets us know that you enjoyed this video and you're excited about this project. It's free and it's a great way to support us. Also, if you'd like to see future videos, you can actually subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is also free, and it also helps us out a ton. What will help us out a lot is if you can let us know what was your favorite part of the show so we know what to include for the next project as well. So you can actually comment on this live stream, you can go comment on the other video, but any feedback we get we'll use to make the next project even better. Thank you all so much for an awesome summer. I know it wasn't the summer that we planned to have when we started this year, but we made the best of it. If this was your first and only experience with some version of drum corps, you'll always be a part of the family. But if you'd like to continue, we will continually create a platform for us to come together and make music virtually. Thank you so much. And without further ado, the moment you've all been waiting for, here's the 2020 Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps show, We.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the screen, from planet Earth, Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps. Drum Majors, is your corps ready? Performing their 2020 program, We. Virtual Arts is proud to present Virtual Drum and Bugle Corps.
So far, we were, nah, we are. Yeah, the glory road ain't always filled with success stories. It's actually packed with anxiety and our worries. Stuck in the pain of patience, we try and hurry. I look into my rearview mirror, now my eyes are blurry. Lights dimming, my image is time-stricken. Pint-sized fear turned 10 times bigger. Optimistic, we were so close I could've kissed it. Yet the sand fell through my hands, I can't believe I just missed it. Oh, ball drop seemed like time stopped. The call I got felt like my heart was shot with a hot bullet. It seemed like all was lost and I questioned what I was doing. The worst of it all was the greatness we were pursuing. I'm passing the torch, give a pat on the back to whoever you're passionate towards. Point to the moon and tell them even if you fall, that's the reward. We're shooting for the stars, taking it higher than we tried to before. See, we're destined for a better life. I question, but I'm petrified of taking off my chains tonight. Sprout my wings, cause now we're flying. Don't look down, it's bigger heights. Circumstances we define. God said we gon' be alright. We gon' rise and take a life. I'd rather fail and be denied than wonder what it's like to try it.
So far, we were, nah, we are. Yeah, the glory road ain't always filled with success stories. It's actually packed with anxiety and our worries. Stuck in the pain of patience, we try and hurry. I look into my rearview mirror, now my eyes are blurry. Lights dimming, my image is time-stricken. Pint-sized fear turned 10 times bigger. Optimistic, we were so close I could've kissed it. Yet the sand fell through my hands, I can't believe I just missed it. Oh, ball drop seemed like time stopped. The call I got felt like my heart was shot with a hot bullet. It seemed like all was lost and I questioned what I was doing. The worst of it all was the greatness we were pursuing. I'm passing the torch, give a pat on the back to whoever you're passionate towards. Point to the moon and tell them even if you fall, that's the reward. We're shooting for the stars, taking it higher than we tried to before. See, we're destined for a better life. I question, but I'm petrified of taking off my chains tonight. Sprout my wings, cause now we're flying. Don't look down, it's bigger heights. Circumstances we define. God said we gon' be alright. We gon' rise and take a life. I'd rather fail and be denied than to wonder what it's like to try it.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you in the fall.